And continuing on that note, was there? Well, first off, what were you most impressed by last legislative session, and what legislation that passed last session concerned you the most?
Well, there are not a lot of things to say positive about my observations about last session. What I will say is that at the end, people came together to support education in a way that I think is powerful and will move us forward. There was a lot of partisan bickering. There was a lot of jockeying. And I think that no one can really place all of the blame or take all the credit for any of that. At the end of the day, our state has so many things that are abundantly beneficial about it. Its natural resources, its people have a heart of gold, but we rank so low in spending per pupil. We rank so low on how we treat our veterans. We are not supporting the middle class in a way that I think is good. So I think we dodged some proverbial bullets in the last session that I think had there not been a governor who was principled and thoughtful about his approach to education, we probably wouldn't have had some of the other things that we were able to avoid happen. So at the end of the day, many things that I thought would happen didn't, so we avoided some of the worst parts about it. And yet we still find ourselves in a very divided group of folks in Carson. There is no bipartisan reaching across the aisle compromise about how to build a better data. I think that's what we're lacking there is some civility, some leadership, some bipartisanship, and I hope that I can be a part of that conversation.
Well, so then, what kind of relationship would you like to have should you be elected with Governor Sandoval and his team in the governor's mansion?
I hope a good one. I have known Governor Sandoval since I was a young lawyer. He was good friends with some of the folks that were mentors to me. And so in those days, he was in the Assembly and then later Attorney General. So I always watched him and admired his service. And there are many things upon which we would agree. And I've been proud to vote for him in the past. There are certainly ways in which a man of principle, no matter whether that man is a governor or whether a woman of principle, are reaching across the aisles to one another in a spirit of cooperation and collaboration. I believe that most people would observe me to be a person who is capable of having that conversation and doing so respectfully, doing so in a manner that is consistent with my own values. And so I hope that I have the opportunity to do that.
Are there any specific policies where you think you can find common ground with the governor and perhaps some Republican legislators?
Yeah, I think that there are lots of things that we could do in this state regarding education. There are things that we could do regarding better services for veterans. There are things where we would be providing better protections for our most vulnerable populations, like elderly folks. You know, the LGBTQ trans community. I think there are things that we would find commonality on. And I would hope that we could provide a Nevada that reflects the unity that I feel towards Nevadans of all sorts of varieties of backgrounds.